All right. Now, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. I hope you're doing well today. Um, today, um, let me get this set up real quick. I had it for some reason won't go. There we go. All right. Um, today we are continuing Witchwood. Um, I'm going to in my link tree. I need to start pinning my link tree on here so everyone is able to get to it easier. And there we go. Um, just setting up everything for the start of the game. Um, and there we go. Right there. Actually, have it right there. It'll be a lot easier. And this can go right here. And then move you right here. There we go. Um, yeah. Today we're playing Witchwood. Um, I want to do a 3 hour stream today. It all depends on how I feel. I am extremely tired, so I'm kind of trying to go back to work and all that and do this and get used to my hours again is kind of um out there. But yeah, I'm trying to see the best time for me to stream to make sure if it's either 3 or 4. So I wanted to do a 3 hour stream to see which or what time would be a better time for everyone. But yeah, all right. Well, if you guys like the video, like the link, the live, please don't hesitate to hit that follow button. Um, I have my link tree in pinned to everything. So if you want to check anything out, like X or any of that, you can click on that and check all that out. I post daily on when I'm going live, if I have to cancel a stream or anything like that. That way, if you want any updates or if I get any art or anything like that, I post on all my platforms. So yeah, definitely check all that out. I've got merch in all my links for my merch are in my link tree as well. Um, so if you want to check like Stream Elements and Streamlabs out, Stream Elements, if you are subscribed to my account, you have I I set it up to where you have 10% off if you buy from Stream Elements. So I'm still working on more merch. I've added a lot of like cups and things like that, but I'll be adding shirts and hoodies and all that with my logo. So if you want to check those out, definitely check it out. It's they're all all on there. Um, I wanted because I found out Stream Elements does plushies, but I have to order a large bulk um, personally. So I've got to find out eventually later on if anyone wants plushies, and then I'll just kind of order in bulk. It'll be my um, Cyber Arctic Fox plushie. Um, they also have plushie keychains, but I also have to. Those are also a large bulk order. Um, but yeah, I'm slowly getting everything set up to where I was hoping to get that done in January, but it was actually pretty cool that I found that out so I can get it all out to y'all earlier. Um, and Oh, I have a Ko-Fi account as well. If you want to donate to there, that's obviously totally optional. That is to fund my streaming. So any kind of streaming equipment that I need, or anything like games to play for you all, um, or uh, trying to get art commissions. That's all going to that, and I'll be trying to get a artist as well sometime in the near future, so I can start doing or putting more art on X, Instagram, and all that stuff for everyone. Hey, dreamers, how you doing today? How's the family doing? Let's see. Doing? Yeah. Uh, yeah, just getting set up right now for Wytchwood, so I will be starting soon. My day started normal, then my national director emailed me to look over something for him as a favor that might alter when my contractors submit to us on a national level. No pressure. Huh. That might help you out. There we go. Uh, excuse me. All right, now let's go ahead and get to. I'm hoping so. Yeah, me too. Fingers crossed. I definitely don't want people losing their job for dumb reasons. Okay, let's see. Gameplay 2. And. Alright, let's go ahead and get into Wytchwood. Continue. Alright, so I'm doing the snake um, event thing. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something before I think I need to turn this volume down right here. Um, check what that does. Once perhaps part of a lovely plaza, now a little more than a bird bath. Pushing aside thrushes and cattails, you find a strangely carved pedestal. It might be mistaken for a bird bath if you didn't know any better. As you run your fingers around the edge of the bowl, the remaining pixie dust on your hand flakes off as if drawn in by an invisible force. Crude pictographs appear on the surface of the basin. They depict a coiled snake residing at the center of some kind of festival. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved on the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Alright, so I've got enough fairy dust, and fireflies. I need blue feathers. You shake out the fine dust until into the bowl, and it settles evenly to its inside surface. Directions on how to reveal the bridge are carved onto the outside. You see symbols resembling fey dust, dancing fireflies, and bird feathers. Okay. Now, all I need now is bird feathers, and I'll be good. I just need to set traps. Come on, bird. Come on, birds. Yeah. There we go. Alright, one more. One more. There we go. Come on, bird. What's there? There we go. Now. Go back here. I knew those fairies would, and fireflies would be useful. Alright, so... Firefly... Each of the fireflies alights upon the edge of the bowl, stepping delicately into until they are evenly spaced. Directions on, let's see, you see symbols. Heyo, thanks for the likes. And the share. Alright, leave the blue feathers placed into the basin. The feathers, no prob, you already know. Yeah. Yeah. I still appreciate it though. Placed into basin. The feathers arrange themselves into perfect triangular symmetry. You doing alright today, Ayo? Basin begins to glow a soft yellow as fireflies rise from the muck within. They begin to dance up and down, drawing circles high above the bowl. Glitter rains down, gently shimmering as it catches rays of sunlight. Slowly the particles trace the form of a bridge leading from the edge of the water to the center of the lake. You tentatively test the strength of the spectral walkway and find that a little hard to hear. But if you ask how I'm doing, I'm hanging in there. I hope you're doing well. Hard to hear. Let me turn up the volume on there. I hope it's not too loud now. Let's see. How's that? Is it too loud on your end? See if that works. Yep, still loud. Okay. Is the music loud or is the mic loud? Music and like ambient forest sounds. Okay, so the gameplay is a little loud. Bump game audio up. Game audio. Alright, so that... Alright, how's that working? Sounds good, okay. And on TikTok, how's that working for you? Oh yeah, that's better. Okay, good. There we go. Thank you for the help, both of you. Let's see. Alright, now, no problem. That... There. And we'll go find, this guy. Dreamerbot 3, beep beep. Or beep boop. Find the snake in the fairgrounds. Jacob, how are you today? Thanks for joining. Ooh. I'm a friend and good. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I I can't thank you enough for that art piece. That's um I really like that piece, and I really appreciate that. That's so cool. I've actually got my first art piece up from a uh, really nice artist. Jacob the Friendly Bat is the one that gave me that art piece. For those of you who don't know, he's a very talented artist. I saw you post something. I wonder who made that artwork for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, I really like that art piece. I posted on all my platforms, so anyone who wants to see the art piece, it's on there. Do you have X or TikTok account? Yes, it's. I actually put my link tree up on and pinned it for everyone. Um, so anyone who wants to check out my link tree, it's pinned to uh, there for everyone to see. Tried to make it look like the Dragoon. I'm good at drawing animal-looking dragons. Oh no, that's fine. Does Jacob the Friendly Bat have X or TikTok? Yes, he's on TikTok, so I can shout them out. Don't know if you can shout. Can you shout TikTok accounts on Twitch? I mean, if you can, that'd be great. I can start shouting everyone out then. The snake would like to meet you. I do not go on any other platform. Reason is starting here and don't want to leave here. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's understandable. Let's see. I'm guessing the snake is in the... He seems to be in some kind of trance. Very nice. So let's try in here. I'm just wondering who's asking. Oh yeah, he's Dreamers on Twitch. He's my moderator, so he was wondering if he could if he was able to shout you out on there. Draped in glittery jewelry, the serpent stares intently into a crystal ball as you approach. Oh, please tell him I hope you have a wonderful day, and you too. Dreamers, you heard that? And thanks for telling me, or I hope you have a wonderful day as well. Crystal ball as you approach. Welcome, my dear, welcome. I saw that you would come here in search of answers. I just came here in search of a bard. That's him outside, right? Right? With the loot? The minstrel? Yes, he's working off a debt to me. I'm having a call. Hey, all you... Uh... He... He... Um... Set this up right here. Okay. Yeah, you forgot the friendly uh when you did that. But thanks again for doing that for me, dreamers. I got an ad starting in about a minute. Um, Minstrel, yes, he's working off a debt to me. Uh, all those folk out there seem a touch addled. What did you do to them? They're all humble folk looking for something just as you are. I'm here to provide them with my services in exchange for a bit of work. So, what are you, some sort of carnival wizard? You're making quite the racket in my forest. A wizard? No, no, no. Seer, scryer of the hidden mists, a foreteller of fortunes, and keeper of secrets. Fancy titles you've given yourself. Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman peddling your wares to the gullible. Oh, I didn't think it was needed because your TikTok said Jacob the Bat. Oh, I didn't. Huh. Well, thanks again, though. Bad, and yeah, that's fine. I completely understand. It's not for everyone. Um, Sounds like you're nothing but a used cart salesman peddling your wares to the gullible. Ah, skeptic. Step closer and let the crystal ball reveal its mysteries. Snake's voice drops low and seems to fill the tent with a heavy weight. I am a helper of sorts, an unraveler of knots. Make the forgotten remembered. Uh, the You feel the scaly touch of slithering coils wind around you, but you're powerless to move. And you have forgotten much. The snake's eyes swirl in a pattern. I got a weird art commission and I'm not doing it. Well, you shouldn't really have to do it. I mean, it's that's your choice. I know. I'm pretty sure a lot of people give you some weird commissions. Snake's eyes swirl in a pattern you've never seen. Imperceptible colors collapse into themselves and fracture into kaleidoscopic mosaics against the canvas walls. A voice speaks from far away. It takes you a moment to realize that it's your own. I have forgotten so much. He wants me to make a tree with illegal stuff in it, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't. I mean, if you don't feel comfortable doing something, that's. I know sometimes you got to do something. From what I've talked with other artists, they've had to do some sketchy stuff with their art. Yeah, it's if the artist doesn't like the art, no. Um, but sometimes they end up having to do it for just for money. But there's a limit to that. I mean, there's got to be sometimes if there's something that you don't like, wouldn't do it. Uh, Let me find you, or let me help you find your answers. The serpent's coils slowly squeeze the consciousness out of you. The desperate push of willpower, you blink away from the snake's hypnotic gaze. Wait, get off me, you worm. You wriggle your body like a sack of loose twigs. Despite your protesting bones, you manage to squirm free and tumble backwards out of the tent. When your eyes open, you find yourself back outside the snake's tent. You pick yourself up from the ground and dust off your shoulders. I guess that sly serpent has some tricks up his sleeve. I better come up with a plan for the next time I go in there. The festival patrons seem confused after your tussle with the snake, as if the spell over them was momentarily shaken. The crowds disperse as they fumble about in a haze. Now's my chance to get a word in with that bard. Maybe I can get him out of his mess. And you can please ask your mod if he or she wants me to make them something. Dreamers, if you're interested, Jacob said he'd make you something. Strumming his lute, this strapping young man has a faraway look into his eyes. Is it wistfulness, nostalgia, or even hypnosis? Wonder I may, but ne'er away from she I call my lover. My chagrin, I stumble in and met the gaze of another. Sorry, I didn't know your gender. Yeah, that's fine. Appreciate it, but I mod behind the monitor. It's safe here. Curious. I was not prepared, and this was my mistake. A blinding gaze. Now I live my days in the service of the snake. Cry not for me, for there is she that might still see me saved. My spirit they lift as she holds a gift from before I was enslaved. Mirror, but shattered, its pieces have scattered. If mended, we may be set free. Down the wishing wellspring to the swamp's moonlight ring, yeah, hiding within the pixie's trees. Is all this about a broken mirror? You gave it to that weeping maiden, speaking plainly, you warbling fool. No matter what you do, the poor musician barely seems to realize you there. He just keeps strumming his lute and humming his mournful tune. Maybe that lovesick miss will know what he's on about. Alright, so let's go talk to her. And oh, still my beating heart. Have you any news about my dear sweet love? I found him at the carnival, but he's been mesmerized by the snake. Unless I can break the spell, no one in the carnival can leave. The snake? Say it isn't so. I've heard how he grants wishes, but only for a terrible price. Why would my love be so desperate as to consort with that charlatan? I haven't a clue, but he's stuck deep. The only thing I managed to get out of him was something about a mirror. You know anything about that? A mirror? Oh, yes. It was the first gift he ever gave me. From inside her bodice, he produces a small cracked hand mirror. But one night, it slipped from my balcony and shattered on the cobblestones. I tried to piece it back together, but I could never find the last 3 shards. His song mentioned something about wishing well, a moonlit swamp, and a pixie tree. Keep the mirror close. I'll seek out the missing shards and return them to you. Oh, thank you. I should very much love to see it full once again. Alright, so the pixie tree is over here, I believe. Now let me go ahead and get all these. And dig all that up. Okay. So, where did that pixie tree go? Somewhere around here. There it is. Okay, so I need to set it on fire somehow, and I can't remember. Um, Inventory. No. Bait stick. How did I set it on fire before? Hold on, I got an idea. Cinderbox. That's it. Craft that. And then the cinderbox in here. Back here. Back here. There we go. Alright, so Dryad. It'll cool off eventually. Okay, so that's not the tree. So where? And the well would be, I believe the well's right there, so let's go ahead and go down here. And find it. Find out if there's anything, or where it is here. Really collect any water at the moment, so go to that. Ah. Go. That's locked. Shiny stone. You hike up the hem of your skirt from the ankle-deep well water and duck down to inspect the small, damp cave. The pale shape quickly retreats farther into the dark space. You hear the labored breath of some pathetic thing, frightened and alone. Hello there. Don't worry. I won't hurt you. Bloodshot eyes blink nervously up at you. The creature gazes longingly at the light of the world above, while simultaneously cowering from it. Poor dear. What are you doing down in this hole? I bet you're hungry, aren't you? Two thin, malnourished arms twist out from the crevice. One hand tightly clutches a shard of glass, while the other hand reaches out to you, begging for food. Okay, I need roast beast. Leave. Roast beast. Cannot craft because I don't have... Alright, so I need that. Now I can do craft roast beast. And talk to you. Roast beast. The creature snatches up the meat so quickly that you nearly lose a finger. It scurries back into its little crevice, and you hear a satisfied munching from within. Take it. Here we go. So I got one piece. I found the one piece. Now, just gonna get some more meat for a little bit. There we go. And it doesn't hurt to get some feathers. Snip that. Now I need to find a pixie tree. Gotta be around here somewhere. Stored in the swamp. Frog. So back here. So it wasn't over there. Let's see. Get back here. It's bright. Nothing there. Oh, hello there. Sorry, I think I managed to get most of this debris off the road. Looks like you've made a fine wreck. What on earth happened to your cart? Yes, well, you see, I was sent on a very important mission by order of my captain, the bear. Bear, you say? What sort of mission? It's my job to make sure the lakeshore camp is well stocked with provisions, but most importantly, a steady supply of honey for the bear's favorite mead. I was just on my way back from the Perry, the cart full, when a deer or something darted out of nowhere, jostled my poor mule so bad that he broke her in her bridle and ran off, or that she broke her bridle and ran off. My own heart nearly leapt out of its rib cage, pilled the darn cart right into the ditch, she did. Now every barrel is smashed and I can't bring myself to report back and empty-handed. The bear will have my guts for garters. I'm sure of it. Bear sounds like quite a brute. Oh, you don't know the half of it. If he doesn't get his honey mead, he will roll, or heads will roll. Maybe you could lend me a hand? It can't very well put this broken cart back together. No, no, nothing like that, but could you take a message to the sergeant of the Lakeshore camp? He's a reasonable fellow. Let him know what happened, and maybe he can get me out of this bind. You can get to the Lakeshore camp if you follow the road to the northwest of here. I need to stay with the cart and asses. I cannot read today. Assess the damage. Oh dear. Alright, so... Okay. A stylized image to flatter the self-proclaimed ruler of this region, commissioned by him, of course, and promptly forgotten. Alright, so there's the well. Still trying to find the tree. There it is. This gnarled tree is littered with countless trinkets and bits of trash glued haphazardly together to form a glittery hive. You reach for a sharp piece of broken glass that could be the mirror shard, but pull your hand away at the last moment. 1,000 beady eyes peered out of the tree's knotholes. A familiar cackling voice floats above the others. You again, Kettlehead. What do you want now? I've come for that mirror shard. Hand it over, and I won't have to strangle you again. No way. We need shinies to keep the gross fairy folk away. Best fairy repellent there is. What? Since when are fairies afraid of shiny things? Well, I don't see no fairies around, do you? Maybe we can work something out. Them smelly mushroom herders have been encroaching on our turf, see? They've been building some of those stupid little stone shrines of theirs, and worse yet, they've been hiring mercenaries to guard them. We can't go anywhere near, but maybe a big stomper like you can take care of the problem for us. And then you'll give me that shard? Hey, if there ain't no fairies, we won't need no fairy repellent. Okay, so... Ouch. Okay, so how do I... Dreadful doll. Alright, I need... brain, hopper leg, and sewing kit. So I can probably get the sewing kit. I need a skeeter snoot. Gotta find the swamp now. think that's it. This is it right here. So let's look around. Uh, do, do, do. Into the decay. Uh, put that right there. Nope, that didn't work. Um, got an ad starting in about 5 minutes. The failing powder. Can't craft any more of those. Don't have the right thing to craft those. Can craft a lot of witch spice. Well, no, I can only craft 2 witch or 3. Okay, so yes. Need to deal with that dog first. I can't open that. Ouch! Into the swamp. Tempting forest path. Okay, so here's the swamp. Alright. Oh, no, 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 no. Spirit salt, smoke pellet, and logger's hatchet. Okay. Just keep collecting everything I see. I could hack off some of this bark. Too tough to break with hands. Now, let's see, break you. What? Oh, okay. you right there. What just happened? Okay. Who's there? My eyes gone milky. Please come a little closer, sister. I don't believe we've met before. Why do you call me sister? I don't need sight to see someone who's also signed a dark contract. The woman looks blindly through you, though you can sense her focus. Contract? You've had dealings with that damnable goat too? What sort of pact did he rope you into? Oh, you know how it is? I was young. He weren't no goat when I knew him. We used to dance naked under the blood moon and raise the dead to frighten dull country folk. But it's ancient history now. Old age comes for us all. Eventually, you've got to hang up the sacrificial dagger and settle down into the comforts of retirement. I know the feeling. I miss my cozy chair and the little fireplace. Seems like a fine spot you've got here. Well, it's not all posies and pumpernickel. Clutches worriedly at the moth-eaten blanket in her lap. What's rattled your bones? Maybe I can help. My dear old husband, handsome chap, although a bit clumsy, he had a tumble trying to weed out some swamp traps from the yard. Awful things like to snap at your toes when you're not looking. Anyway, he's twisted his ankle pretty bad and went off to the sick house to have a little look at it. Ad's already working. That was a few days ago. He should have been back by now. And these legs haven't worked right in decades, so I can't even go check up on him. I've been so worried. I even thought about making another contract. Don't you dare. You just wait here. I'll go find him and see what the bother is. Thank you, sister. The sick house is down the road to the west. Be careful of the critters along the way. They've got a taste for blood. New chapter. The leech. Oh, I hope he's all right. All right, got that all. To collect some water. Put that right there. Just in case I need any more water, so I'll collect all that. Oh, smoke pellets. I need those. Craft more of these. I'll deal with that dog. What else? Spirit salts. Some of absolute peril to others, useful against bloodsuckers and nasty heads. Wait, what am I missing from that? Embalming salts, okay. back here. Big ass creature. All right, now. All these mushrooms. You check down here. Place power, but to what end? Ornately dressed, but for what and by whom? Ooh. What is that? Stick totem. Snagvine and logger's hatchet. I didn't know you can combine things. Hey, nice. I think I got enough frogs right now. Oh. There's a shard right there. Let me... Ain't crafting anymore, dang it. These animated wood effigies seem engaged in a ritualistic dance. They march in stiff patterns around a reflective piece of glass embedded in the soft ground. You lean in for a better look, just long enough to make out the shard's mirrored surface, reflecting the ghostly image of the moon. You think to reach in and grab it, but the swinging limbs of the dancing totems are too dense and quick. Out of the way, you overgrown twigs. Maybe I can get them to shift their attention to other glittering bauble, to some other glittering bauble. Oh, moonlight globe. Okay, what am I... glitter bomb. Need more water. Go back to collect more more water. Okay. Then make the... Wait. Huh? Hmm. I have the ability to craft it. Why am I not able to craft it? Hmm. Because I'm full? No, I can't be full. You know what? Let me go and take care of that dog. Mhm. Get the shears. Back here, fairy. Okay, so go back up here. Okay, so I found the glass shards for both. Ah, just gotta find a way to get the glass shards. There we go. Okay, I get that. Now I can craft you. And then craft you. Now I should be able to get that glass shard now. From the stick totems. Ooh, crap. That thing's huge. Can you stop following me? there. Okay. Okay. Moonlight globe. You cast the glowing globe into the ritual circle and watch as the wooden effigies suddenly lose coordination and knock their wooden limbs into each other. You take the opportunity to slip between their tall frames and snatch the mirror shard before their frenzied dance begins anew. Take it. I forgot spirit salts. Okay, I don't have those yet. Okay. One more shard. It's a stick house. Guess while I'm here. Hold on now. This sick house is full of the brim and festering with disease. You know there's a deadly plague going around? A plague, you say? This is the first I've heard of it. Oh, it's terrible. It affects the young and old, and healthy and infirm alike. We're so swamped with patients, I can barely catch my breath. So what are you doing out here? Shouldn't you be inside tending to the ill? We've just got so many bodies piling up, someone has to bury them before they spread the sickness further. She drops her voice to a whisper, looking ashamed. It's gotten so crowded I've even had to dump some into the swamp. That seems unethical. Don't worry, the leech is inside working her miracles on the other patients. They couldn't be in better hands. The leech is the doctor of this place, the best in the land. I don't dare think about how much worse it would be without her skills. I need to speak to her. I'm checking up on someone who came through here. Sorry, I cannot, in good conscience, allow a person of your ears to enter such an infectious space without a proper inoculation. But with all the patients, we're low on medicine. I'm afraid I don't have any to spare. What's a simple booster shot made from anyway? There's plenty of medicinal ingredients right here in the swamp. I'll go get them myself. Well, it's a pretty basic prescription. If you bring me the components, I'll be able to mix and administer it. Then you can go inside. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract, 5 grams of toxic thistle powder, and some lazy grass to numb the pain. I need lazy grass. Place a sloshing jar of ichor in the nurse's hand. She inspects it suspiciously but doesn't ask where it came from. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug ichor extract. Okay. Snap off a few spiny thistles and pass them to the nurse. She's careful not to prick herself on the sharp edges. Alright, lazy grass. Where can I find lazy grass? Lazy grass has got to be in the swamp somewhere. Got to be in the swamp somewhere. Lazy grass, where are you at? It wouldn't be there. Oh, hag shrooms. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Oh crap, what the hell are you? Hmm. Interact. Thick moss growing on this massive fallen trunk seems to recoil at your touch, revealing strange etchings on the bark below. Slowly, a spark of swirling energy seeps forth from the waterlogged wood until an ethereal doorway opens before you. Oh, okay, that opens up another area to go to see the swamp. Okay. Awesome. Where is... So I have embalming salts now, that's great. Avoid that at all costs, because I don't trust that thing. Sacrifice and shears. I'm ready for this day to be done. I'm ready for this week to be done. I've got 3 more days and then I'm back on my weekend. Where is that grass? Okay. So. Okay, this is annoying. From the fields. Where are the fields? Hmm. Got a dumb question. Do you drink things like Gatorade or Powerade when you're sick, or just in general? Because my wife thinks it's weird that I can drink Gatorade and Pedialyte in general. I don't. I mean, I every now and then I'll drink Powerade or Gatorade whenever I need like hydration. But I started drinking like the electrolyte Gatorades, or the extra like energy Gatorades and stuff. But I mean, I won't say no to a Gatorade if someone gives it to me. But I don't drink it when I'm sick. I drink um I don't really drink anything, do any kind of extra maintenance for when I'm sick. However, when I have migraines, that's when I'll drink Pedialyte, because that stuff's um I think that stuff is great for like hydration, but when I really need something that's good for hydration, I'll grab the body armors, because, or not body armor, I think it's body armor. The 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 drinks that they have there, because those drinks are very helpful for hydration. Ah, crap! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, that's tempting forest. Gotta find the fields. Let's see. Ah, no, don't. Ah. All right, ad starts in about 10 seconds. Um, Jesus. Alright, ad started. Dreadful doll. I still need to get needles for that. To fight them. I love the Gatorade that hydrates better than water, but only because the study had people drinking more Gatorade than water. Yeah. Uh, yeah, those body armors though, those definitely help with hydration because whenever I get a migraine, I'll get one of those and help with whatever whenever I need it. Where is the field? Ah, should be able to find some grass here. Lazy grass. Nope. No, sir. Not getting me. Here's some lazy grass. Come on, I need some more. I need 2 more things of lazy grass. There we go. It was a very soothing game. Fire embers. What did I need that had something that I needed to get campfire embers for? What was it? That? Yeah, I think it was that. Okay. I just need a sewing kit. And then I'll be good for that. Mm, okay. Upon closer inspection, this mountain of hay appears to have been deliberately woven into an intricate wicker work structure. Hey, Danny, how are you today? How's your computer going? Are you working on able to fixing that at the moment? Carefully pluck a single piece of straw. I gave up. Oh, okay. Well, I hope everything gets better for you as soon as you're able to get a new computer. Piece of straw from its center, and the whole bundle begins to swirl. Anytime. Uh, Thanks for the likes. Begins to swirl and unravel into a gaping vortex opens before you. And then go in here. So I now have that one open. I just need to open this one, this one, this one, and this one. Oh, that one. Okay. Okay, go back to the swamp. And start doing what I need to do over here. It's not here, it's right here. Thick house. Talk to her. I'll need 3 milligrams of bug acre extract. Okay, I got the lazy grass. The nurse takes the dried grasses you have been so carefully to keep intact and immediately crushes them into powder. The nurse nods at you, gathering all the ingredients into a small hand-sized mortar. You hold your breath as she mashes everything into a slimy, sticky liquid. Not the most pleasant stuff, but I can assure you it beats growing lumps where no lumps should be. Why the MC look like the soldier who helped Usopp lose weight in One Piece? I don't know if you've seen One Piece or not. I have. I'm not a big fan of Shonen Jump animes as much, but I don't think I recognize the soldier. I'll have to look that up. Let's see. Soldier who helped. I think it's. Let's see. Images. I don't see. Was it Hercules? I forgot his name. Yeah, it kind of does. Kind of does. Yeah, that's Hercules. Uh. Yeah, she's a witch. This is a game called Wytchwood. By the way, it's a kind of a nice little RPG style game of you looking for things and crafting things and bringing them to people. Kind of, I'm trying to remember the game where you bring one thing to someone by looking for another thing to give to that person, and then you have to give to another person. It's like a chain of events of giving things to people. But it's nice. It's a nice October game. Speak for yourself. One can never have enough lumps. Nurse shrugs at you, sucking up the bubbling mixture into an oversized syringe. She gestures for you to hold out your arm. After stabbing into your flesh several times, she fails to find any vein with the point of the needle. Sorry, you seem to have strange physiology. Give it here, I'll do it. You seize the injector and jab it into your arm without further fuss. Cool sensation climbs into your fingertips. You doubt the medicine will have any effect, but at least it should make the nurse happy. Here, I feel much better. Can I go inside now? See you later, Danny. Thanks for popping in. I really appreciate you. I hope to see you soon. And stay safe out there. Be careful and have a great night. Oh yes, yes, of course. You should be immune to the plague for the time being. Just be quick. The leech is very busy. Alright, so I can go into the leech area. I respect One Piece for being popular. It's just not for me. The big three aren't honestly for me. Yeah, the Dragon Ball is the only, or the big three for me is Dragon Ball, Rurouni Kenshin, and Yu Yu Hakusho. Those three are the only Shonen Jump animes I actually enjoyed. Yeah. Okay. So big three are considered Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece. Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball are considered the godfathers. Sailor Moon wasn't shonen though. Sailor Moon was oh, what was that company? Trying to remember the company that made them. TV series. Zero. Oh no! It was Toei Animation, so it might be shonen. No, Sailor Moon is not Shonen Jump series. That's what I thought. I knew it was made by Toei Animation, but it wasn't a Shonen Jump series. Go talk to you. Doctor slithers from one patient to another, checking off little boxes on a clipboard from under her wide-brimmed hat. He appears to notice you enter, but pays no mind. You must be the leech. I was hoping you could help me find one of your patients. You have the symptoms? crackling of the bones, oozing eyes, skin rot, perhaps a yellow liver. Let's get you examined. The leech extends her toothy snout, prodding your body and searching for some hidden malignancy. You slap her away with a swift palm. If it's sickness you're looking for, you won't find it in me or on me. My dear, we're all sick with something. Whether it's a broken heart or a broken arm, we all suffer in one way or another. You peer through her tightly wrapped garments and see a deep darkness underneath. Despite the warmth in her words, there's a sense of hunger and urgency in her tone. I'm here to heal, to mend, to put all of your troubles at ease. Now tell me, what ails you? I told you already, I'm in perfect health. I'm here to find someone, a man who came through here with a sprained ankle. The patients who come to me with a twisted, or have a twisted this or a broken that. Before the pox set in, that is. Can you be more specific? What does he look like? Oh, I'm not sure. Shonen is considered a type of anime. Funimation can make a shonen anime. Refers to manga aimed at an audience of adolescent boys. Yeah, shoujo, I believe, is the female comparison to that. I think shoujo is referred to manga aimed to audiences of adolescent girls. But Shonen Jump, that's the creators of the company that runs Bleach, Naruto, One Piece, Dragon Ball, Yu Yu Hakusho, yeah, and Rurouni Kenshin, things like that. Food Wars, all those really, really long animes. Those are the ones that Shonen Jump made. I'm not sure. Well then, how do you expect me to help you? Come back to me when you know who you're looking for. You look about the sick house, at the coughing, wheezing, bedridden souls. Perhaps some of them will be able to identify the missing husband. Don't go that far into knowing who the publishers are. Yeah, I'm more of a fan of Sunrise Animation, which I'm sure you are too, since you're a Gundam fan. Sunrise Animation is the one that did most of the mech animes, like Evangelion. They also did a lot of the samurai animes, like I think Samurai 7 was a part of the Sunrise Animation. They did the big three space westerns like Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, and Outlaw Star. But they're my type of animes. Samurai Champloo. Junax did NGE. Thought Evangelion was a part of the Sunrise era. Sunrise Animation. Was it? Didn't know that. Let's see. Before I go any further, I think. Okay, City Hunters. Gundam. All the Gundam series. The Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop, Crest of the Stars, Better Man, Angel Links, The Big O, Banner of the Stars, Inuyasha. I didn't know they did Inuyasha. Zone of the Enders, Escryed, Witch Hunter Robin, Sergeant Frog, My Hime, Better Man. There's a name that I had forgotten. Yeah. Cluster Edge, Maya Tome, Gintama, Code Geass. Oh yeah, yeah. I was thinking Code Lyoko for some reason. Yeah, Code Geass. Tales of the Abyss. Let's see. Yeah, they've done a lot. Excel World, Buddy Complex, Tiger and Bunny, Cross Ange. If you haven't seen that anime, I would definitely recommend it. It's a really good anime. Yeah, they've done pretty well. A lot of good, really good animes. You want to laugh about mech anime? Yeah. Um, I'll tell you another good mech anime that I really recommend. It's called Knights and Magic. Um, Look up Dual Parallel Trouble Adventures. I think I've heard of it. I don't think I've seen it. Ace. The Yeah, I've never seen it, but I have heard of it. 1999, one season. Apparently it's a Tenchi Muyo anime. I did not know this. I thought I saw all of Tenchi. Eventually, the connection between it and the Tenchi Ryoki continuity were explained in Tenchi Muyo GXP. Huh. I had no idea there was another Tenchi anime that I've never seen before. Because I've got all the Tenchi series. Universe, Ryoki, all of them. I didn't know it was related to Tenchi either. Yeah, me, the same. But it's apparently in the GXP era. All right, let's go talk to the old lady. Oh, okay, I guess I can't talk to the old lady. Who can I talk to? It's funny because the same way that One Punch Man makes fun of shonen, this makes fun of mech animes. That is funny. But yeah, back to Knights and Magic. That to me, in my opinion, is one of the best mech animes of this generation or last generation. Um, Nothing can compare to things like Gundam Wing and all that, but there are quite a lot of good animes that are. There's not a lot of mech. I saw Knights and Magic. Not sure if I called it the best, but it was solid. Um, yeah, there's not a lot of mech animes out there now as much as there used to be. The genre that I really like is samurai animes, and there's not a lot of good samurai animes out there that they make anymore. They're done with the samurai era of anime. But a friend of mine and I we've been watching Samurai Deeper Kyo in the past or for the past week, and that right there is a solid, great anime for those who like samurai. I don't know where that short fella got to, eh? I miss that man with the beard. Can't find the short guy. Sorry, I can't help you. I hope I didn't come off negative with that No, that's fine. Everyone has their own opinion. There was a fellow with dark hair, dark eyes. It's the beardy guy you're looking for, right? They're sleeping. Looks like they could use the rest. Well, do you have any better ideas who exactly you're looking for? Shorter than most. I'm going to need a bit more than that. Darken features. Hold on. Narrowing it down, give me something else. Or a full beard. Ah, yes, I remember that poor man now. He came in with a swollen ankle, but on his journey through the swamp, he must have contracted the plague. His condition declined rapidly. I'm sorry to say, in the end, there wasn't much I could do for him except make him comfortable. He's dead? What sort of sick house is this, anyway? My condolences, really. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to doing what I can for the living. At least tell me where his wife might collect his body. The nurse outside seemed to be having trouble keeping track of them all. I'm sorry, that information is reserved for next of kin. Judging by your physique, I wouldn't say you were related to the deceased in the slightest. The doctor turns away from you to prepare vials of medicine. But it returned to the old woman in the swamp with the bad news. Alright, now go to the swamp. Now. Okay. I still haven't found that needle I'm looking for. Skeeter snoot. I think I have to get it from the mosquitoes. And how do I fight those again? A smoke pellet. Okay, I've got it now. All right. There we go. Now that I got that, I can finally make this. Wait, first make you. And then make you. Wait, why can I not make you? Oh, I need 3 more of the, or 2 more of the frog, or the grasshopper legs. Let's go and get the grasshopper legs after we talk to the old lady. You have news of my husband. He should have been back from the sick house by now. Bow your head in condolence. I'm sorry to say that your husband has passed away. The leech said he fell ill with the plague. Rather than grief, an expression of mild annoyance crosses the woman's face. Oh, what a nuisance. You don't seem that upset by the news. Well, he was getting on in years. It was bound to happen sooner or later. I just didn't think it would be from some measly plague of all things. So, where's the fool now? I'm not sure, the leech wouldn't tell me, but her assistant mentioned having to dispose of dead bodies and the dead out in the swamp. Ah, Brimstone and Bandersnatch. I know I'm already in your debt, sister, but can I ask you for another favor? I suppose I've already stuck my foot in this mess. What is it? There's an old circle of power just west of here. It served me well in my younger years, and I expect it's still good from juice. Got some juice left. I need you to dust it off and fire it up again. I'd go do it myself, but by the time I get there, my poor husband's body would already be reduced to worm parts. What am I to do with this circle? You're a knowledgeable lass. The engravings on the obelisk should explain the rest. Okay, visit the obelisk. You brush off a blanket of thick moss and lichen from the ancient magical pattern carved into the earth. The essence of power wakes at your touch, bringing slight warmth to your fingertips. 4 black stones, obelisks, surround the ritual spot. You'll need to scrape off more overgrown decay to read the runic lettering engraved on their surfaces. The Western obelisk requires a source of undead animation. Necromantic charm. Southern obelisk asks for a collection of body fluids to breathe new life into an unliving vessel. Apothecary humors. The Eastern obelisk yearns for the tooth of a dragon. You haven't seen any real dragons in years, but who knows what's out there in the swamp. Dragonfang. Okay, so Apothecary humors. I need blood and bug ichor. Or ichor. Magic paste. Need milk. Pumpkin jack bone. Blood. And wicker work. I'll make as much of that as I can. I'll stop right there. So I just need blood and pumpkin jack bone. Oh. Alright, got some blood and bug ichor. Ichor. I wanted to say ichor. There's another one. Now, can I make more of this? Yes. Alright, I've got enough bug ichor. Bug ichor. Or no, I've got enough blood. Bug ichor. Alright, I've got enough of that. I just need frog slime? I thought I had enough frog slime. Why do I not have frog slime? I've been collecting frog. Oh, that's right. I've been crafting stuff. Okay. Well, that's fine. I know exactly where to go for frog slime. Not there. Okay. That needs a death certificate. There's the apothecary humors. Okay. You fill the bowl with an offering of anatomic liquids. The fluid slowly disappears as if being drained by some unseen thirst until only the wet residue remains. Okay, so that I need necromantic charm, and I've got to go. Just need. Still need more blood and pumpkin jack bone. Okay, so gotta dip. Be safe. You too. Be careful out there. Have a wonderful day and afternoon. Tell the family I said hey, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow. All right. Bait stick. Um. I think I'm good with that, so I'm just wait, hold on. Alright, so there now we'll go to the field. Yeah. Go to the fields. Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. Let's see. And I need an empty jar. Can I make more empty jars? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I've got some milk. While I'm at it, I need to catch some grasshoppers. A hopper. Another hopper leg. There we go. I can need more grain now. Where do I get grain from? Clay. Lazy grass. Wonder if I can get, if this is where I can get the grain from. Yes. Good. Alright, now I can make you. See how much grain I can get, because I might need more of those dolls. Nope, nothing there. Snag vine and hatchet. Okay, switch you with you, and pumpkin jack bone. Oh, come on. Did I just waste that? Okay, pumpkin jack bones. Now I can make that. Good. Wasted a lot of those too. I need to heal myself. Okay. Now that that's done, I need to go back to the swamp. Okay, so that. Got some birds. Hmm. Unknown. Okay. Won't mess with you then. Okay. That's over with. We just got to get a death certificate and the dragon tooth. No, not the forest. Go to the swamp. This way. Alright, now, necromantic charm. Got an ad coming up in 5 minutes. You place the token of undeath into the basin. It flutters like a candle for a moment before the shadowy umbral of the obelisk sniffs it out. Now I need that, the dragon fang, and the death certificate. I've got to figure out where. So I need that. One of those. One of those. And what else? Alright. One of those. Then, now that I've got that, I can craft this and go fight the dragon. Okay, so the dragon should be before I do anything. Move that down here, that up here. And the dragon should, I think, be Nope, the other way. Up here. After... Okay. I need the shears afterward. Alright, so I got that. Okay. The Drake's Tooth. Oop, went too far over. Over here. Drake Fang. You drop the sharp reptilian fang into the stone basin with a heavy clunk. It spins like a top, emitting a high-pitched whine before shattering into fine white dust. Alright, now get the death certificate from the leech. An ad starts in about a minute. Prowls amongst the cots, eyeing the weakest patients with a dark hunger. He snaps a quivering tentacle at you as you approach. Not a step closer. Who knows what sorts of disgusting maladies you might be carrying. Yes, I'm a pox-ridden wretch. I know, but I need a death certificate from you. Specifically of the short-bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she asked me to collect it for her. I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone claiming to be someone's aunt, grandmother, or friend. This is a legitimate operation. She turns her back to you and rummages through a nearby medical closet. Now, where has that serum got to? Don't tell me we're already out. What's the matter? Out of stock? It's a shame you don't have the time to go out of your way, or out yourself. He tenses at your continued presence. What are you getting at? Medicine for that death certificate. I think that's a fair trade, don't you? You would barter when people's lives are on the line? Fine. You'll have your paperwork, you filthy degenerate. Clearly too angry to speak with you, she shoves a list of required medicinal supplies into your hand. Alright, I need dragonfly wings and skeeter snoots. Alright, Leech stuffs the poultice into an unsanitary-looking cabinet without a second glance. Clearly too angry to speak with you. Okay. Leave. Skeeter snoots. Alright, now... Need that for the skeeter snoots. Add in progress. Where are you? Ah. I got skeeter snoots. I need dragonfly wings. I gotta find where the dragonflies are. Ah, that's it. Need a bait stick. Okay. Here we go, dragonfly wings. Now, go talk to the leech again. Alright, dragonfly wings. The leech takes the wings with a surprisingly delicate touch and lays them out carefully along the surface of a clear shelf. Clearly, okay, skeeter snoot. The leech inspects the barbs before placing each of them carefully into a velvet-lined container alongside other excruciating-looking instruments. Run your errands. Now I really must insist on that death certificate. There's no need to get prickly. I have your papers right here. Leech extends her moist arm and thrusts a poorly written note into your hands. You shake the mucus from the paper and try to decipher the loopy, illegible scribbles. You're not even sure that the leech spelled the poor man's name right, but you suppose it's better than nothing. Next time I need a doctor's note, I'm better off forging the signature myself. Take it. No, not looking for that. Alright, now to do what I need to do here. There we go. Death certificate. The humid swamp air has made the paper of the death certificate soft and damp. As you drop it into the bowl, it decomposes before your eyes until nothing is left. With the final offering accepted, the obelisks surrounding the circle begin to hum. You can hear a strange melody playing through their discordant tones. Carvings on the wood burn with renewed energy, driving away the overgrowth. You're quick to step away as you feel a vacuous force pull at the circle's center. I suppose that's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself now. Rotate your head to read the glowing letters on the edge of the circle. Place the vessel on the deceased, yada yada. Recite the evocation of necrodermis, blah blah. Apply the canopic ointment. Right. Seems straightforward enough. All I need to do now is go fetch the body of that poor fool husband. He should be here in the swamp somewhere. Okay, that'll be up here in the in this area. This must be where that nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. I need to take a closer look at each one to find the right fellow. Alright, so that's not, not this one. Okay. Where on earth is that stinky body? You'd think I'd be able to find him among the dead here. You watch a particularly bloated fly land on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. It's disgusting. Proboscis probes at the withered flesh. Two globular red eyes slyly unglue themselves and swivel to boggle at the insect. A huge slime-covered tongue lashes out and pulls the hapless fly into a gaping mouth, a toothless maw, along with most of the sunken corpses. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man went. There he is. So... can it be? Has a lovely young morsel wandered its way into my palace? You call this filthy bog a palace? He throws his head back, shaking the swamp with burbling laughter. Smaller frogs and newts scurry out of the way to avoid being crushed by its enormous bulk. Wouldn't you? This place is a veritable bounty of insects, and my subjects have such healthy appetites, so they will all grow big and strong. I'd eat you too, but that head of yours looks much too hard. I prefer my food to be nice and tender. Look, you wouldn't perchance have seen an old man pass through here, have you? About yay high, full beard, deadish. Frog taps his fingers against a log, grinning an impossibly large grin. Oh yes, I do believe I've seen the chap. He had such a delectable aroma, and fall off the bone ribs. But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light of day again. We'll see about that. I'm sure I can come up with some just desserts for you. Frog rolls his eyes around and around, as if daring you to try something. Right, digestive tablets. What else? Oh, okay, I need goblin snot. Crap. Let's go and grab some goblin snot. I need more of those. The hell? Goblin snot. Okay, so I crafted that. I need to heal myself. Alright, there you are. Digestive tablet. You wrap a juicy looking grub around the medicinal tablets and offer it up to the Frog King. Your Majesty, I really must find the whereabouts of that gentleman. Perhaps this small tribute will persuade you to loosen your tongue. Frog gulps down the tantalizing meal without a thought. Delectable gift. Thank you, my pretty. Now, I already told you where. His nostrils flare for a moment, and he sneezes, sending pecks of white mucus flying. Frog's throat suddenly expands, filling with gas. The belch that erupts from its lips resonates so loudly that the entire swamp ceases its buzzing. You avert your eyes, but the noise and smell of the frog's explosive eruption almost knocks you off your feet. Great Glinda's ghost. What a stench. Frog wobbles on his legs, looking thoroughly emptied. He teeters before rolling his huge body back into the swamp with a thunderous splash. You spot the slippery body of the husband floating in the bog water. Luckily, he seems to be missing some bits and pieces, so he should fold up quite nicely. Alright, now we got that. And Circle of Power is ready and waiting for its necromantic purpose. Corpse. With considerable effort, you unfold the husband's decaying body from your satchel and slap it down into the middle of the circle. Invisible shackles wrap around the corpse's limbs and pull it spread eagle against the ground. Strange mist rises from the obelisks, casting everything into a sickening green light. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground. It rotates to face each obelisk one by one. Oh, get on with it. I haven't got all day. You give the rotating head a good kick as it passes. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly, it bolts upright. Ugh. Well, hello there. Caused me a lot of trouble, you know, that reanimated corpse claws at his throat. Oh, sorry, wait a minute. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue flopping about on the ground like a worm. Scoop it up and quickly toss it into the man's gaping mouth. Though he moves his jaw, his lurching voice seems to emanate from some place beyond. Murderer! What? I'm not. You were quite dead when I found you. No, Leech murdered me. He clutches at his hollow chest as if trying to feel his heart beating. Gave me plague, drained my blood. Leech murdered others. He swings a limp arm towards the body-filled bog. I knew there was some awful stink about that sick house. What sort of doctor infects her own patients? Check her office, find proof. Don't you worry, I'll make sure that Parasite gets what's coming to her. But you should head back home. Your wife is worried half to death about you. He turns and looks longingly over his shoulder. You can hear his vertebrae popping. Yes, I late. As he shambles into the choking mist, he gives you a crooked nod of thanks. Alright, now let's go talk to the leech. While the leech is busy with her patients, you rifle through the contents of the various cabinets in her office, mostly dried herbs and potions. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. That is until you notice a suspicious-looking bookcase set against the wall. The books are all fake, just chopped down spines glued to a solid plank. Fingers race across the medical titles and quickly find a loose volume. With a click of a switch, the whole bookcase swings open to reveal a secret compartment. Your heart jumps at the sight. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines. Each vessel meticulously catalogs the name, description, and age of its source. It looks like that thirsty slug's been sapping the living for years. On a nearby table, you spy a decanter half filled with ruby red liquid. You wonder whose blood it contains. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm that there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers. Salt the leech's wine. Wine is just waiting to be salted. How do I salt the wine? Oh, spirit salts, okay. So... you sprinkle a generous amount of embalming salts collected from the graves of the leech's victims into the decanter. As the salt dissolves into the bloody cocktail, you hear the telltale squelching of the good doctor's approach. What are you doing? Can't you see that this is my private office? I already helped you enough, so there's no reason you ought to be here. He hastily shuffles you out of the room. Now get out. This place is only for the sick. You're certainly right about that. You walk just out of sight before doubling back to hide behind a withering get-well peer at the vexed leech as she slithers around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter. Ah, that addition of black fever adds a certain nutty quality. Maybe it will pair well with an infusion of peat moss palsy in the next batch. She takes a sip, waiting for just a moment before throwing her head back and guzzling it all down. Lovely, short flavor, full body too. Suddenly, the leech snaps to attention. Her limbs dart out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table, and sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass. What's happening? Leech spasms as the tendrils of ghostly spirits begin to suck the moisture from her body. You watch as she dwindles in size, shrinking like some horrible raisin. You inspect the muffled worm, pressing it between your fingers slightly, drained by the very spirit she was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you make out the faintest of heartbeats, the soul of the leech. There we go. Completed that. Just in time, too. I've got almost time for me to end the stream. I don't believe it. This was happening right under my nose. Alright, so I'm done with the leech. I still have a few other areas that I need to deal with. The bear and the snake. Let's go ahead and leave the swamp, because I really don't need to be here unless I'm collecting things. For now, anyway. I'm sure there's other reasons to be here, but at the moment, I don't need anything. Go back home. And I'm gonna save it here. And look for a raid partner. While I'm searching for a raid partner, I really do appreciate everyone who stopped by. Thank you all for visiting. I hope you all enjoyed the stream. If you did, please don't hesitate to hit that follow button. I've got an ad coming up in about 5 minutes, and by the time the ad is done, we'll be able to raid. But yeah, if you did, I already said hit the follow button. Also, if you want to check any of my other platforms out, check that link tree. I've got my link up in chat on everything, so check that. And I've got all my like Instagram, Twitter. I've got my merch links in there, along with my Ko-Fi account. So if you want to donate, or if you want to buy any merch, check it out. If you have a subscription to my channel, you get a 10% discount on Stream Elements. So anyone who's wanting to buy anything from there, it'll be available for you guys there. Let's see, trying to find someone who I haven't raided in quite a while. I tried raiding Osaka Bean yesterday and it wouldn't work, so I wonder if I can raid her today. While we're doing that, let's go ahead and switch over there. Exit this. And that. All right, for those of you on TikTok, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream now. And then if you want to come over to Twitch and watch or join the raid, you're more than welcome to do so. So yeah, I'm gonna try to raid Osaka Bean whenever I come back, and but everyone who's on TikTok, I hope you have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and night. I hope you all stay safe out there, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. I'll be doing the same time, um, between 3 and 5 this time instead of 3 and 6. I just felt like doing a longer stream today. Um, so I will see you all hopefully tomorrow. Now, you've got about 2 minutes for the ad break on here. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and just snooze the ad break because it's not. I mean, it's not gonna do anything. So let's go ahead and raid Osaka Bean. She is playing Valheim. Starting the okay, good. We can raid her today. Um, and like I was telling everyone on TikTok, again to you guys as well, I hope you all have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, and night. I hope you all stay safe out there, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Um, and I hope to see you all tomorrow.